Guys, it's an elderly Chinese man with a Fu Manchu Kung Fu mustache. Gives you a hearse. He gives you instructions with rules. Read the rules. I screwed up. Evidently, you're not supposed to get these things wet.
Keep them away from water. Don't get them wet.
Yeah, I went from 1 to 2.
1, 2, 3.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am sorry, it's been forever since I posted the video. I apologize, and hopefully in this video I'm going to tell you what's been going on, get you caught up with basically the winter, and what this Eureka's doing here. Yeah. Let's start with this first. This picked it up off Facebook Marketplace up in Michigan. It was being sold as a parts car. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's more than a parts car. So we'll just get the elephant in the room out of the way. Yeah, it hit a deer. So we're gonna need a fender, a hood grill, and a headlight assembly. But the bumper, I think the bumper is okay. I think this little insert right here will be okay. Maybe I might have to loosen the bumper and push it back in, or pull this out, one of the two. It's probably from the fender being buckled that it's pulled backwards. But this is poly, so it's a little flexible. When I picked it up, this was all bent down in there, and I actually pulled that out by hand. I might be able to save this fender. Apologize. I'm pretty sure this was the weather they were having when they filmed The Wizard of Oz, right before Dorothy and Toto got sucked up to Oz. It's a little windy out here. I apologize. The good news, the interior is actually in really, really nice shape. It does need cleaned up, and we got to do a little magic here on this door panel. But otherwise, just your normal wear and tear. Nothing major. I mean, headliner's good. Everything's good here. The seats are in nice shape. Shop vac would probably do, shop vac and some dash cleaner would do wonders. There's a couple small cracks on the dash, but that's expected on one of these. Yeah. Moving to the back now, mind you, this thing is in the same condition I picked it up. This is one that shocked me. Interior door handles on the side doors. We got some stuff in here, but we have the casket stop. We have a bear pin back there. All the rollers, slides, and glides are all in place. The glass for the partition wall and the little partition upper storage up there. Everything is all here and pretty much working. It's kind of funny to see the differences in builders. This one being a Eureka, that one being an S&S. Driver's door open, or the back door opens up on the driver's side here. Back door opens up on the passenger side there. On the Deadwood, the S&S. So I got enough room. I got the white buffaloes behind us. But yeah, everything's in really, really good shape here. A couple trim screws, put that back up, no problem. But the car is in really good shape. And then we've got this piece of trim is missing, but that's okay, because I'm not using them on the Deadwood, so I've got the spares for that. And there's some minor defects in the paint. Some of that stuff could probably be buffed and cleaned out. I mean, it won't stop the rust, but slow it down anyway. All in all, for what the previous owner and I agreed upon, price-wise, I think I got a nice little ride. Now, that does not mean that it's not without problems. It's not quite ready to go on the road. Even outside of the front collision damage there, the brakes are about toast. I'm pretty sure it's stopping on one rotor right now. And you just touch the brakes and it's bouncing. It's missing a muffler. It has a Bluetooth tailpipe. What else? What else? What else? Oh, horrible oil leak, which I'm hoping I'm going to diagnose that here today. Hoping it is just the oil filter adapter. This one does have a 5.7 throttle body, 5.7. It's a 93. So it's got the old school throttle body, but they still use the same oil filter adapter pretty much all the 5.7s, even up with the LT1s and everything. They had this little sandwich adapter that went between the engine block and the spin-on oil filter, and those are notorious for leaking. So hopefully it's just an O-ring in that, and we can stop the oil leak. You should probably use a tune-up, even though you hit the key and it fires right up, right now. I was very, very impressed with how quick it fires up for a throttle body engine. We're at about 100,000 miles on it. It's going to need tires, but I'm also looking for rims. I don't mind the Cadillac spoke hubcaps, but I would almost rather go back or go to the like 94 to 96 aluminum rims. Get a set of those, paint them silver to match the rest of the car, and rock those over the Cadillac hubcaps. I don't know why. I like them, but I just don't know if I like them on the hearse. I'm not 100% sure. Even though I would really like to put a set of wires on it. So we're going to have a look at the oil leak today. I got a little bit of time. My oldest son turned 13 on Thursday, and we're having dinner with him this evening. So once Mama gets home, we're going to take the big white Buffalo back to Catawba. That's my work truck at the marina. Take it back, get the Traverse, go pick Easton up, and we're going to go have dinner together. It'd be kind of cool. So I got just a little bit of time to look at this. But while I'm here, while we're standing here, I know I haven't posted a proper video in what? 3, maybe 4 months, I think, somewhere in there. October, November, somewhere in that range. I think the last time I was on YouTube, we were talking about the H3, which, yes, the H3 is still in the garage. Even though the H3 is just about ready to leave. I got just a couple minor things to do on that truck, and it's ready to get out of here. Got the frame all patched up. Should outlast the rest of the truck, honestly. All the brakes redone, all new calipers all the way around. Oil change, tune-up, four-wheel drive actuator, and a bunch of wiring problems. Looks like some animals had gotten up under the chassis of the truck there and chewed through wheel speed sensor wires and vent solenoid wires. Good times, good times. But unfortunately, back when I pulled this thing in November, I started working on it, and then of course winter hit. And I have a heater out here, but this garage is not, as you can see, the garage is not insulated. So I do turn the heater on out here, the heat just bleeds right out. So when it's like 20s, 30s, put the heater on, I can get it up to 40, mid 40s in here, no problem. It's very comfortable to work in, especially when you're welding and grinding. Yeah, good times. But when it's 2 degrees outside, yeah, no. The heaters just don't help. It don't help. So getting through the cold months, and then towards the end of January, I had a little bit of a health scare. Rachel's more or less the reason that I'm still here, that I'm making these videos, that I'm here making this video right now. For those of you who follow me on social media, you've seen the posts. I had an ulcer rupture. I didn't know I had an ulcer. I found out the hard way. And I started bleeding out internally. I was throwing it up, and it was, you get the picture. And my dumbass just thought it would be okay. I'll be okay if I just lay here on the floor of the bathroom, half naked and blood everywhere. Rachel wasn't having it. What happened, we all laid down for a nap that day. It was a Monday. And I was off work that day because I was supposed to work Tuesday to Saturday. We had the boat show in Cleveland on Saturday. I was going to work that. So I took the day off Monday. Rachel and I got up with David. We did a couple shopping trips, had lunch, came home, laid David down for a nap. I wasn't feeling the greatest. I just felt a little off. Like, I might be getting a little bit of a cold or something maybe. And laid down for a nap. Or laid David down for a nap. I looked at Rachel and said, man, he looks good napping. I think I'm going to join him. So I laid down for a nap. Rachel's like, hell with it. And she laid down for a nap. Well, David wakes up. Rachel gets up with David. I never heard him. And they go downstairs. They have the TV on. They're playing. Hi. And then I wake up. And I sit up out of bed. And I'm like, oh, God, I am getting sick. Thankfully, run to the bathroom. Made it to the bathroom. And I start throwing up. And, I'm sorry. And what I was throwing up matches the Hummer. Yeah. And then, of course, it started coming out the other end. In between getting up and down from sitting on the toilet to praying to the toilet, I blacked out and hit my head, and 180 pounds of stupid hitting the floor. Rachel's like, oh, that's more than a cell phone. She hears me downstairs. So she comes up to investigate and finds me like half naked on the floor. Whew. Well, she took David, got David over to her parents' house, and got me to the hospital that evening. 4 days later, 2 endoscopes, 1 colonoscopy, a couple clips, and 1 big bag and 1 small bag of blood. Later, I came home. Thursday night, I came home. Hemoglobin numbers were tracking back up. They stopped the bleeding, got me all squared away. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did go to work on Saturday. I went to the boat show and worked the boat show Saturday. Shouldn't have, but I did. So I've been dealing with that, and also work has been keeping me a little bit busier as well. Starting with January, the first of the year, Catawba Island Marina announced that I am now the official service manager. Yeah. Which 85%, 90% of the service manager's position I've been doing for the past 7, 8, 9 years. We haven't had a service manager in about 9 years. So I've kind of just filled the gap and was writing the estimates and dealing with the bulk of the customers, stuff like that. But now it's all on my shoulders, and jokingly, 3 weeks of being service manager, I had a ruptured ulcer and I was in the hospital. That had nothing to do with it, but it's still a good joke. It's been a crazy winter. It's now coming into March. We're March 15th, halfway through the month, and today is Sunday, for a time reference. I found the hearse Thursday evening, the Eureka, and went yesterday, Saturday. It's about a 3.5 hour drive. Picked it up, loaded it on the trailer. Thankfully, it runs, even though it pukes oil, but it ran. It drove up the trailer. Got home last night. Was able to drive it up in the driveway. So Yeah. No, almost home. But yeah, as far as what we're going to do with the car, so we are putting it back on the road. There's no question about that. It's going back on the road. Am I going to just clean it up, straighten it up, make a presentable car out of it, and list it for sale? And take that money and invest in the Deadwood? That's a possibility. I'm not going to lie, it's probably the lowest possibility. Am I going to clean it up and maybe lower it, 2-3 inches? Put some nice rims on it and just have like a cool, dependable daily driver? Probably. Will I get tired of it being just a static height daily driver and put hydraulics on it down the road? It's a possibility. It's a very, very good possibility. But I think it's going to stay. I really think it's going to stay. I don't foresee myself selling it. I mean, a couple $100 in a hood and a fender. I think I might even be able to straighten that fender out. So a hood, grill, and a headlight shell. She's back on the road. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the general update on what I've been up to, how things have been going. Like I said, H3 is almost ready to get out of the garage. The frame is all done on it. Actually got a lot of the plastic and stuff back on the car, so you really can't even see what I did. Kind of can see it, but I might show that here in a minute. But I think right now I'm gonna let you guys help me with the oil leak on the Eureka. I gotta find a name for it. Let's hang out here for a little bit and see what pops up. But if you guys have any thoughts about a name for the old slick top, yeah, drop them in the comments. So let's go see where the oil's leaking from. All right, guys, we got a light, and a pig mat, and I think the oil leak's going to be coming from right about there. I can't tell because everything's covered in oil under here, as you can see. So we're going to fire it up, and we'll see. We'll see what we can see here. Well, definitely leaking. Holy shit, she's leaking a lot. Okay, let's review the footage. Well, guys, after reviewing the footage you took from under the car, I couldn't be any happier because that was pretty much what I assumed it was going to be. That oil filter housing. I don't know if you caught it. I might try to take the little clip and slow it down when it happens. Come right out, hits the scatter shield, the inspection cover for the transmission, and runs straight down, almost on top of it. Well, I hit the phone in a few spots. Let's see here. And the good news is that oil cooler leak's gonna set me back about $12 with tax. Oil cooler seal adapter assortment. Show more. But click the picture there. There we go. We got all the gaskets and O-rings, and even the O-rings for the lines there. So that is sweet. Call up the O'Reillys and get one of them coming. They're in stock today even. How nice. No. Yeah, that's easy. So $12. We'll go ahead and do an oil change while we're at it. Even though the oil that's coming out of there is all the new oil I've been putting into it. I think I've put four quarts in it now just to get it in the driveway, get it up the trailer, off the trailer, and in the driveway. You see in the video that was just idling. It's puking pretty good. So that's cold. And I think I've got, what did I put in there? I think I put boat oil in there, like 25W40 or something, or diesel oil, one or two. I put some heavier oil in it. It's not 530 by any means. So that's good. That's awesome news. It'll be an easy oil leak to fix. Yeah, cool. Probably not going to do much else in this video. I do want to get it cleaned out. I do want to do a few other things, but probably not going to do any repairs on the car. This video is just more or less an introduction to the Eureka, how we got here, and where I've been for the past 3.5, 4 months, I think. I don't know when I posted a video last. I gotta look. But yeah, this is already looking good. Already looking really good. I'm really happy. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, watching these videos, watching me screw around with hearses and listen to my neighbor kids dying. Not too sure what's going on earlier. We got one kid with a helmet on, the other kid with a soccer ball. I have a feeling they might be filming for the new Jackass Fremont movie. There's going to be a kid getting a ball with a helmet here shortly, probably. Anyway, sorry. Squirrel! Got distracted. But yeah, thanks for watching. A lot of good things are coming. I get this H3 out of the garage, and we'll get the Eureka patched up a little bit, get some brakes, get the oil leak fixed, get the brakes fixed, got tires under it, a few other odds and ends, maybe some exhaust. Probably just patch up the exhaust that's on it right now, muffler, and just kind of patch it up. For time being, get it on the road. That's what I want to do, is get this thing on the road quick. That way I have something cool to like drive around and be spooky with. And then the Deadwood's coming in. And the first thing we're doing to the Deadwood is we're cutting the roof off that Buick out there and graphing it into the Deadwood. So that'll be a fun video. It'll be kind of cool. Give you guys an idea of what's involved. Because not only am I fixing a common problem with these 90s coaches, that you can, anybody with a welder and a sawzall can do themselves, but this is also a viable alternative for much older coaches that have commercial glass, and that commercial glass is not available anymore. Go find the sedan, cut the roof out of the sedan, weld the sedan roof line back in sedan windshield height, and then build from there, build it back up to the factory top. And I am not I'm not saying to do this to get rid of commercial glass cars. I think commercial glass cars look beautiful. I don't know, that tall windshield just makes them look even cooler in my opinion. But when you're dealing with like a 60s, or even some of the 70s coach manufacturers that use commercial glass, and that glass is really hard to get a hold of or non-existent, it's a viable option to put your coach back on the road with a clean windshield. It may look a little different, but different's kind of cool too. So, once again, sorry about the wind noise. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be having a new video up real soon.